Hello guys, welcome to the presentation. Code Clubhouse here, instructor Denzel, and today we're going over Network Plus's first chapter. This is a very easy chapter in your Comptia Network Plus certification, but it's very necessary for us to know this chapter. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So this chapter is basically focused on the introduction to networks. These are the very basics. These are for beginners, people that have never seen networks before, and there's just an introduction to networks. So when we are speaking about networks, we are speaking about two or more computers that are connected to each other and can communicate. So when we have two computers, it can either be a phone and a computer and a printer machine. Just as long as it's a computer, we say that they're connected in a network. If they can share data with each other, they're connected in a network. So that's just the simple definition of networks. Two or more computers that are connected and can communicate and share data with each other. So in order for us to say data is being shared, these computers have to speak the same language. So when it comes to language, we speak about protocols. This is just the language in which computers talk to each other when they want to share a certain thing together. So protocols are just the same language that is spoken when different types of data is being transferred from one computer to the other. So we have different types of protocols. The most commonly known ones is the TCP protocol, which is a protocol that is used to transfer data from one computer to the other, and the HTTP protocol, which is used for web. You've seen this on your Chrome, on your Bing. It's written there, so it's just a web protocol that is used to communicate with web servers. There's the SMTP protocol, which is just an emailing server, so an emailing protocol, if I may say. And there are many other protocols which we'll not get into today, but in a later video we will be talking about some of the other protocols. So moving on, devices that connect to a network. As I've said before, there are many devices that can connect to a network, be it your mobile cell phone, your computer, your laptop, and many different things. So we have different types of devices that connect to a network, and these devices are just called nodes. So if we speak about nodes in networking, we are talking about devices that are connected to a network. So examples of nodes are listed below. We have switches and routers. These are the traffic police in our networks, and these are used to control traffic in our networks. We will not go to details, but for future reference, I just had to mention that. We also have servers. Sorry for the spelling mistake there. We have servers, we have workstations, and we have printers. So these are the hosts. These are devices that take up an IP address on a network, so we call those hosts. And these are the devices that bring the majority of the traffic onto the network that is controlled by the switches and routers. Switches and routers, we can also say hub, but a hub is an ancient device and we do not want to see hubs on modern networks. We will not get into the nits and grits of that, but yeah. So network sizes. Network sizes is a very important part of this chapter. So we have regular sized networks, which we call SOHO. SOHO is small office or small home office networks. So these are very small networks that might consist of just a few workstations, some cellular devices, and a router. So this is a fairly small network. We have enterprise networks, which consist of many workstations, switches, routers, mobile devices. It can be a room, it can be a building. So these are enterprise networks. We also have ISP networks. So these are internet service provider networks which span over a large area. So this is a very, very large network size. So the network sizes that we just mentioned in the slide before all brings us to this. So SOHO networks, we call them local area networks. So these are networks that are in a room or a building, but they cover such a small area. And the internet service provider networks that we talked about are an example of what we call a WAN. A WAN is a wide area network. So this is a network that covers a large area and can be in different countries. If you may say, it can be so big that it's in different countries, different continents. So it's uh it's just a lot of lands that are connected together over a big area. So a WAN is basically LAN but multiplied and connected together over a huge area. So these are the two network sizes that we have: large, a local area network, and we have a wide area network. But we also find ourselves with a wide local area network, but that's for more advanced people. But for now, these are the basics of networking. And thank you for tuning in to this video, and see you on another one. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.